how much colder it's going to be tomorrow morning when you wake up.
Now, a Problem Solvers investigation into broken promises. Couples desperate to adopt, but those children never came. Tonight, those potential parents say the Orlando law firm that promised to help instead betrayed their trust.
And the Problem Solvers have received complaint after complaint from broken-hearted families. Now, Donald Forbes is getting some answers and following the money trail.
I felt hurt, betrayed, and just distraught because I had my heart set on, having a child, and it's heartbreaking.
Melissa Bartley is suing her adoption agency, partly because she never got that adorable little blonde girl from Russia, the one she was promised, or any other child for that matter.
I don't think it's going to happen for me. I'm not going to ever get to be a parent.
Partly to get back the tens of thousands of dollars she has paid, and partly to try and expose an agency she says continues to break the hearts of so many loving couples. It was an emotional and stressful process, a process she says that partly led to her husband's suicide.
I wish there was a way to definitely warn people, don't go to this agency. It's just the most painful experience in my life.
David and Corey Gaines say their 4-year journey down the International Adoption Highway has been nothing short of a nightmare. While they were able to adopt 2-year-old Luke and 1-year-old Sarah, $80,000, and 4 years later, they're still waiting for a set of twins they've been trying to adopt, but the agency continues to let them down time and time again.
We're not sure where our money is and how much of it has been used. When we call the agency and say we want to find out when you paid the people in Guatemala, how much you've paid them, they don't answer our questions.
And they are not alone. The Problem Solvers have received complaint after complaint from across the nation, from Miami to Arizona to Virginia. All these heartbreaking tales have one thing in common: Homecoming Adoptions, or HCA, an agency run by attorneys Kurt Alexander and Kendall Rigdon, an agency under intense scrutiny by the Department of Children and Family Services. DCF actually stripped Homecoming of its adoption license in 2006. Our investigation shows DCF received at least 5 complaints from 5 different families. The Better Business Bureau has received 11 complaints in the last 3 years. So how do they continue to operate?
They basically played a shell game to get out from under the view of the Department of Children and Families. They didn't want us to into there investigating the complaint.
At a judicial hearing just last week, the attorney representing HCA says they shouldn't have to fall under the same guidelines as a certified adoption agency.
Homecoming Adoptions is never a child placing agency.
Instead, he says Homecoming is a group of attorneys who just want to help the adoption process along. Judge George Sprinkle has ordered Homecoming to hand over their adoption files to DCF in the next 30 days.
Homecoming told us over the phone that they couldn't go into specifics because of attorney-client privileges, but they did say international adoptions have become very complicated over the last few years, and that they are doing their best. Plus, they urge parents just to be patient. In Orlando, Donald Forbes, Local 6, Problem Solvers.